confidence I can get. Let's do it.
See you out there. Great work. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm gonna have a big game.
That's the confidence we've been looking for. Trust your stroke. Take shots when you get good looks. Let it fly.
Hey, I'm gonna let it fly, Coach.
It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the New Orleans Pelicans. A three-point win in that one. Always nice to come out on top in a close game.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Fresh in at small forward. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. Heinrich is out there with Tony Snell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Smart, and the shot is good. Now here's Heinrich. Pass to Fresh. Three-pointer. Sullinger with the rebound. Now here's Wallace. Wallace left side. And the three ball is good. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Heinrich passes to Fresh. Takes a three, and that one's good. He's been struggling with his shot lately, and Coach suggested he come in a little bit early before this game and get some extra work in.
And you know, Kevin, sometimes just breaking a habit or getting out of your comfort zone can do the trick. For him, getting extra shots up can always help.
Heinrich passes to Fresh. Fires from deep. That is good. Fresh has got 6.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Sullinger. Gasol with the steal. Fresh. He's guarded by Thornton. Fresh. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That went on Olynyk. Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Smart kicks to Wallace. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. The baseline J. And Heinrich gets it to go. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
But great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. The Bulls in second.
Kevin, this is a phenomenal defensive team. Not just good, they are excellent. They've made an awful lot of outstanding defensive plays. They're on the same page, they're aggressive, they're focused, and they pay attention to detail. That's why they keep teams from getting good shots in the paint.
Now, here's Thornton. 8 points his last outing. He dishes it to Smart. They need this. Here's Olynyk. Tries yet again. And finally they hit one. Olynyk's got his first basket of the night.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
So it's Chicago now, leading by 5. Clark, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And as you'd expect, this was a lopsided season series a year ago.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Those games not too pretty, but nobody expected, Clark, anything different.
No, I agree, Kevin. It's not a big upset when a team from the bottom gets swept like they did.
Now here's Smart. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And how about his defense? 4 steals on the night. He was so aggressive. And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the basket by Olynyk.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The Bulls leading by 3. Heinrich dishes to Gasol. And taken away by Wallace. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Horton's got the ball. That drops.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Here's Snell following the bucket by the Celtics. The pass to Fresh. Shot clock at 6. There's the dish to Heinrich. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. Thornton, no good. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Fresh. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wallace attacking. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wallace has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
From the arc, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Fresh. Fresh has got 12 points in the game. Boston trailing. In the corner, Wallace with it. Goes up the baseline. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And here are the Bulls now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it to Snell. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. Losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
That shot absolutely had to be reviewed. It's going to have a major impact on this game. To the naked eye, That was a very tough decision.
Man, you'd love for the replay to be definitive, but wow, even in slow motion, it's hard to tell if that one should count.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're over. Turning the original call after looking at the replay.
And Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The thing is, you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
At the 2 and 3, it's Avery Bradley and Jeff Green. Vitor Favarani out there with Zeller, and it's Smart in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Here's Bradley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. He feeds it to Zeller. Passes it to Smart. Zeller setting the pick for Smart. And the call is going to be, yes it is, an illegal screen.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Moore passes to Fresh. Takes the 3. It gets rebounded by Favarani.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
Now that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hi, guys. Fresh in their last game against the Pelicans had a huge game. He ended with 31 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. A dominating performance from a player who might start making waves around the NBA. That is what the franchise hopes, at least, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And here's Smart, averaging 12 points a game. Here's Bradley. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bradley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Moore passes to Fresh. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. McDermott kicks to Moore. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
They set